This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. 1600 block. I just wanna rock. I just wanna. I just wanna rock. Body out of ya. You gon' kill my vibe. Stand on my money, don't know my size. Pick them sides. And you better choose.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the San Francisco 49ers. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are, as we are off and running on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's JCM, Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. This defense for the Vikings, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape, because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for them to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for them to escape the pocket and run.
7 yards there and a first down.
Reload!
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll run once more to JCM. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. The Niners had 0-1 of the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
Here is 3rd and 5. They're going to look to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Gomez. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
They'll run for it with Krosky-Merritt. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And a strong run that time as it's across midfield and down to the 43. A solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
1st down, Vikings.
Now Murray, he bootlegs it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Jordan Addison, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. You look at this Niner defense. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game, because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. An inside give to Jones. And some space to move right away as he's all the way up to the 30. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. There's Murray. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. In motion goes the tight end. Shotgun now from Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's #1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off the points for themselves. And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Out of the gun, they go with Krosky Merritt. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
18 Cardinal. Let go.
Again, it's Krosky Merritt. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a toss left side for Krosky Merritt. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
60 Bison.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That is incomplete. Look at this defense for the Vikings. They currently sit at #4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And some room to work. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. After the turnover, here's Murray. He's got it. They'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Jones will take this into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
but they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Come on.
They look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll swing this out to Krosky-Merritt. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. I think you would agree, just a good decision right there. Goes for the safe play, gets some yardage out of it.
And showed some toughness as well. As you noted, he stayed right in there. Solid rush was coming. Hung in there, took the hit, dumped it out to the outside, and now they pick up some yardage, and you have the back that's grateful to you and will continue to make plays.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Ready.
On 1st down, it's Krosky-Merritt. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 11 yards there, just like last play. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Get it. Viking 18. Ready.
Up the middle, Krosky-Merritt. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 73 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Viking 8. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
2nd and 11. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 60. Let's go.
A run inside, Krosky-Merritt. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
Let's go. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready.
He'll try and run for it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
2. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Chubb, no signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Touchdown! Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
49-7.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 3 yards, all they can muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. 14 yards on the return there after a punt of 57. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Give the Krosky-Merritt. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
19 tight, 19 tight. Go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach have already made that decision.
The Waitman now to punt as he sends this one away. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line.
their own 16-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Kramer. 27 yards there, a first down.
A gain of 27 on the play. And the Vikings first down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Throwing now is Murray. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Ready.
Here's Krosky-Merritt to start the drive. Now he's loose at the 40. Now look out. He's to the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 14-10. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
On the return. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
And especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Sheldon Rankins. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. And he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. Here's Johnny Hecker now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking it about the 16. There he goes, left side. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Covered a lot of ground there. 81 yards on the punt return. And the 49ers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. So after surrendering the punt return for a score. Let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
To throw is Murray. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Here's Murray from midfield. This is intercepted. Picked up by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
19 Lions. 19, 18.
They'll throw now on the final play. And that's going to be incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Now 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Murray. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Second and 4.
Murray going to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right there.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. From the gun, Murray. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 70 Lions, trap 60, trap 60. Let's go.
Back to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Got to be careful here, backed up this deep on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Nowhere to go that time. They maybe got a yard up to the 40.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On the give, Klasky Merritt. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Let's go now. Buffalo 18.
Back to throw here. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Easy, easy, easy.
First down, Vikings.
Murray now to throw. Complete. Jefferson to target. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And this will be a Vikings first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. On play action, it's Murray. That's down the field for Jefferson. And he's got it inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson, 56 yards. And the Vikings have cut it back within a score. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Cup 19! Cup 19! Ready?
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
That's George running back complete. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Oh, partner, that was a heck of a play right there because there is no chance that he was the primary receiver on that play. Definitely checked it down to him and just said, please, help us out, make a play. And he does and delivers a first down.
Yeah, he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it 1 more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Touchdown! 49ers! Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point right down the middle. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. From the 38 now, here's second down and 7. Murray looking to change the play here. Here's a 2nd and 7. That's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Well, down 2 scores in the fourth quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Second and 7 at the 43-yard line.
A give now to Bill. This is Krosky Merritt. Past the 20.